So you own an early 90s Jeep Cherokee and you want to be able to use your fog lights with your high beams. I'm Mr. Fix-It and I'm going to show you the easy way to make this happen. This is my 95 Jeep Cherokee. I've got the air box out and I need to get to the relays that are back in here. Alright, so there's two relays up underneath here. You want the one that clicks when you when you pull your high beam flasher. No click, click. This lower one here. Yours may be different, but use the one that clicks. So I'm going to unplug this bottom one here. Maybe. This is what you're looking for. So all you really need here is a piece of 18 gauge wire, a couple of spade connectors, and a set of wire crimpers. Just want to put together a simple jumper wire. Just plug it right here into the relay. You want to jump these two here. So take your jumper wire and just stick it right in there like that. And this is literally all you got to do. Put this thing back together and ride on. But unfortunately my OCD won't allow me to leave this like this, so I'm going to take this a step farther. So here's a circuit diagram for this, and they have a whole separate circuit, relay, and everything in here just to turn the fog lights on when you turn your high beams on. Why they do this, I don't know. It's probably political, but if you look at these 5-pin relays, they're all the same. Okay, so you have here in the center you have your load, and then these two on the outside, these are your trigger to turn this on and off. So you have a battery positive and a battery negative here, and that turns this on. Now these 3 pins here, this one, and this one, these are your load, and the center one is normally closed. So when this thing's off, you know, not energized, so these 2 pins are connected here all the time when this thing is off. And as soon as you put positive and negative on these 2 terminals, this switch engages and it takes power away from the center one and sends it over here. So now this one is open and now this one's closed. So when it's off, these 2 are closed, and when it's on, these 2 are closed. And that's all this switch does. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a wire into the harness that jumps these 2 together, and that way it looks, you know, it looks better, and everything's still plugged in, everything's still functioning. I've literally just bypassed this but left it together intact and working. So I'm going to take this jumper wire out, and I'm not going to use that. So I'm going to depin this blue wire here, this one in the middle. So these 2 little lock tabs right here on the side, push them in and then push up. And then you can depin this. I'm just going to prep this for solder. I'm going to solder me a wire onto here with another connector to reach over to that other pin. Now I'm just going to plug this one back in. And I'm going to take the one I just soldered on and I'm going to put it in this one here. Snap this cover piece back on. Alright, now I can just plug this back into the relay. Okay, so you can see that in this diagram you got relay 1 and relay 2. Relay 1 gets its source from the headlamp switch. Relay 2 gets its source from relay 1 and the high beam indicator. So you can see these contacts here. So this is when the high beams are off. This sends the power through this connector here. And as soon as you turn the high beams on, it energizes this solenoid and moves this pin from here to here, which has nothing on it. So basically all I did was I jumped from here. So these two are connected together now. So I'm not adding any more current. I'm not doing anything crazy here. So when you look at your relay, all I did was I jumped 87A to 87. I hope this video shed some light onto the issue. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, consider subscribing, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.